Uh, Real Madrid's first goal of the league was a penalty by Kylian Mbappe. Real Madrid's first goal for the 25-26 Champions League is a penalty from Kylian Mbappe. And how many games are we in? I don't care. First game of the Champions League, the 25-26 season. Real Madrid already robbing, already stealing. Because today, ladies and gentlemen, we just saw a major robbery unfold with a referee who clearly doesn't know anything. He doesn't know what he's doing out there. And just gave a free win to Real Madrid. Disgusting, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted by the way that Real Madrid won this game today. But let's quickly talk about what we saw from this game. Ladies and gentlemen, Real Madrid win their first game of the Champions League phase against Marseille. 2-1 win, 2 goals, or should I say 2 penalties from Kylian Mbappe and 1 goal from Weah from a pretty good goal, which gave Marseille the lead in the first half, the first goal of the match. But this was the lineups that both teams went with. Let's go quickly with Marseille's. They went up with Rulli in goal, Pavard, Beraldi, Medina, Emerson, Højbjerg, Kondogbia, Greenwood, O'Reilly, Weah, and Aubameyang. Really, I'm going to be honest, I haven't watched any type of Marseille football in the last year or so because I just don't watch the French league and I don't really care about Marseille. But we all know, obviously, with the players that we already see here on the pitch, that, a lot of talents, a lot of great players that we've seen in other teams perform well in the past. And obviously, with Roberto De Zerbi being their manager, ex-Brighton manager, who's shown a lot of, qualities of being a great manager. So, looking at the team that Marseille have, they definitely have a team that could definitely cause danger to Real Madrid and definitely compete against them. And that's exactly what we saw for this game. So, pretty good lineup from Marseille's end. And from Real Madrid, Thibaut Courtois in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Eder Militao, Huijsen, Carreras, Tchouaméni, Valverde, Arda Güler, Rodrigo, Kylian Mbappe, and Mastantuono. I guess the main differences you can really ask, or the main question marks you can really ask, is why Rodrigo over Vinicius Jr.? I really don't know how he performed against Real Sociedad. I saw the first game when they played against Real Sociedad. Vinny was he was alright, but I'm guessing it's just a matter of Xabi Alonso thought that Rodrigo was the best fit for this game. And again, it just credit to Xabi Alonso that he has the cojones, the huevos, the balls to bench players if they're either not playing well or he just doesn't see them fit for this game. But yeah, clearly he didn't see Vinny fit for this game, which is, Vinny's usually in Champions League, steps up. And yeah, besides that, pretty much it's pretty self-explanatory when it comes to the lineup that Real Madrid put up. But I would say that first half, Real Madrid were definitely, I would say, a bit better. I would give it pretty even, honestly. I think Marseille did pretty well. I think they held their own against Real Madrid. They're the ones that went up first from a great goal from Weah, from a little steal from Mason Greenwood and Arda Güler. You can maybe say it was a bad pass from Huijsen, possibly. But in those situations, you kind of expect Arda Güler to, be aware of his surroundings, make the half turn, how he usually does. But clearly that time he fell asleep. Mason Greenwood takes advantage of it, steals the ball. Great hold-up play from Mason Greenwood, and he sets a Weah from a great through pass, and Weah just bangs it in. Great goal for Marseille to go up 1-0. Real Madrid also could have scored like literally 90 seconds in because for some reason, I don't know what Marseille's goalkeeper was doing, Rulli, the Argentine. I don't know what the hell he was doing, but there was a total like 4 different times where he could have gave Real Madrid a free and easy goal because he was stumbling on his feet. I don't know if he was scared when he saw Mbappe in front of his face. I don't know what the case was, but I was like, bro, every time he touched the ball, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? One thing we definitely noticed from that first half is that Marseille's build-up play was disgusting. It was terrible. Real Madrid were pressing very well, 100%. I'll give them credit where it's due. But at the same time, it's a matter of how bad their build-up play was, especially when you have the likes of Kondogbia and Højbjerg trying to build up with them, especially Oh my God, bro. Kondogbia in that first half was awful. He kept losing the ball in stupid areas, and Madrid definitely had the opportunities to take advantage and hit Marseille and definitely could have scored more. I would definitely say Real Madrid had the most dangerous opportunities in that first half. Mbappe had like 4 shots on target in that first half. But Yeah, that was one negative thing from Marseille. But at the same time, Marseille held up their own. You know, a lot of the shots that Mbappe took specifically, it was mostly Mbappe, were straight at Rulli. But, you know, it came from opportunities where Marseille just couldn't build a play and Real Madrid pressed them well and then boom, just hit them and just hit them. The other, like, most dangerous chance that Real Madrid had in that first half was, like, towards the end of the second half where they hit them. They hit Marseille on a counterattack. Mbappe sets up Mostantuano for an easy goal. He really should have scored that, and he misses an open goal, which is insane. But honestly, when it comes to Mostantuano's game, I actually thought he had a pretty good game, especially in that first half. I'd say a good 30 minutes, 35 minutes of that game. Mostantuano was really good. Then he was nutmegging for fun out there. He was, skillfully just getting through everyone, and he had those opportunities to cause danger for sure. Like he does this, he tends to do this a lot, right? Like he runs through players, he gets past them pretty easily, but then like when it's time to shoot, when it's time to score the goal, like he gets stopped. So, but it's a positive that he's fearless, that he wants to attack the defenders, that he's not afraid to attack defenders and cause danger. So, Mastantuono, I thought he was pretty decent today. Kylian Mbappe, obviously what we usually get from Kylian Mbappe, always making those dangerous runs, very dangerous on the counterattacks, and he was that presence today in the first half. Made some pretty good, had some pretty good opportunities for them. Rodrigo, obviously he won them the penalty for Real Madrid. He won them the penalty from a stupid tackle from Kondogbia. I don't know what he was thinking going in for that kind of tackle. He was nowhere near the ball, and an easy penalty for Real Madrid. But that was pretty much the only highlight from Rodrigo. He really didn't do much, honestly, when it comes to this conversation nowadays between Vinny Rodrigo. It's like they're both having mid-offs. They're both having mid-off games where you're just like, at this point, who cares? Who cares? Vinny is obviously a little bit more of a threat because he's so explosive, but yeah, even today when Vinny came on, he really didn't do anything. He didn't do anything at all. The likes of Tchouaméni, Valverde, I think Tchouaméni had a great match. I think Valverde, decent, but I don't really know. Like, well, I don't know what you expect from Valverde nowadays. Like, you expect, obviously, the defensive presence, that runner, that guy who's always going to recover and stuff. But going forward, not really much. Like, he had, like, one good cross into the box where he's like, all right, one dangerous opportunity. But besides that, not really much. But yeah, Rodrigo, I forgot to mention, Rodrigo wins the penalty for Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappe steps up and he takes it. Kylian Mbappe's penalties today were exactly like the same ones that he took in the World Cup final, where he shot it in the same place, and the goalkeeper guesses it right, but it's just a matter of like, yo, he puts so much potency, so much power, so much accuracy. It's like it's so difficult to stop, and obviously Rulli couldn't get a hand to it. The second one, he should have done better on that second one, but again, it's the power that Kylian Mbappe puts in. But yeah, they bring them back into the match like literally 7 to 8 minutes after the first goal that Marseille score from a penalty from Mbappe. But again, first half, I'd say like 55-45. 55 for Real Madrid, where they definitely had the most dangerous opportunities, and 45 for Marseille. Marseille, in that first half, for some reason, they weren't playing on Greenwood's side enough. I think Greenwood should have been way more involved, even in the second half. I think Greenwood was definitely the main threat for Marseille, and it's clear that Greenwood is their best player. He's definitely their best player. Having your opinions on him, whatever bad things you want to say, he is a bad person. Yes, we can definitely agree with that. He's done some bad things, but on a footballing stance, he is still their best player. He's still the best player, and he was the threat in that first half for Marseille. The reason they got the first goal, and pretty much their second most dangerous opportunity, which also came from a shot from Weah, where Greenwood was the one that recovered the ball and created the opportunity, created the space for that dangerous opportunity. But they didn't play enough on Greenwood's side. Those two moments where Greenwood was actually involved is when Marseille had some dangerous opportunities. But at the same time, Greenwood in that second half was awful. Like, he didn't really get involved enough. And when he did get the ball, he was very wasteful on the ball. So it's a matter of, it's just not enough quality, you could say, from Marseille's attack. Aubameyang had like one good opportunity as well from a long ball from Rulli, where Militao hits on Militao, and Aubameyang was through, but he just hit it wrong. But yeah, that was pretty much the only dangerous opportunities. But yeah, I mean, Arda Güler, he had some moments. He messed up like 30 corner kicks. Like Madrid had like what, 6 corner kicks in that first half, and they were wasteful in every single one. So clearly, they're like Barca, very wasteful on corner kicks, very wasteful on set pieces, and clearly need to improve, because I don't know if it's a matter of Arda Güler putting bad balls in or what, but Marseille were just defending those corner kicks easily. But the amount that Real Madrid had, they really should have done something with them. But yeah, Güler, pretty mid game, not too impressive from him. I didn't really see anything really impressed me or sparked, brought a spark for me to really be impressed from his game. The defense in general, Carreras, I think had a great game. Not great game, pretty good game. Like going forward, he's a threat. In that first half, he got through a bunch of times. He just has that confidence of running into the defenders, getting past them, and then obviously trying to set up Mbappe or Rodrigo and out for opportunities. And he did that a couple of times in the first half. So that's the one key difference that he clearly has from Mendy and Fran Garcia, that he's confident going forward, he's confident in attacking, and also he's better than them at defending. So I think Guedes had a pretty decent match. Trent Alexander-Arnold, as we all know, literally came out 4 minutes in, and Carvajal comes on as well, who later gets a red card. So both the right backs are out for the next Champions League match. We'll see what the Xabi Alonso decides to do. He put Raul Asensio to play as a right back after Carvajal got his red card. But yeah, Trent, we can't really judge his game. He didn't play at all. And it's pretty weird that he got injured like that. Like, he was just like jogging for the ball, and then he started holding his hamstring and he was out. I'm like, okay, pretty weird considering it's not like he's played every single game, but something's wrong with him clearly. Hoytson and Militao, decent. Militao, I don't think was that impressive. Hoytson, not bad, I guess. But in general, it was just a matter of 45-55 in that first half. Marseille could have definitely caused some danger, and Madrid just didn't take their chances and didn't really create clear-cut chances, because throughout the whole game, a lot of their shots were straight at Rulli, straight at the goalkeeper's hands, where Rulli pretty much made some easy saves. Like, they were strong shots, like they were powerful shots, but just not enough for them to have scored, right? Not clear like curlers, clear anything, clear shots where Real Madrid really should have gone up. Second half, Marseille really take the backseat a little bit more. Real Madrid start attacking a lot more. I would definitely say the likes of Kondogbia improved in that second half. And it was pretty strange when he did get substituted, because I thought he was a great defensive presence, because the midfield of Marseille was terrible. Madrid was all over them, especially Valverde and Tchouaméni, who would recover easily the ball. But I was kind of confused when he did come off. And then the second half, like, Madrid were definitely attacking a lot more. Marseille, not really. Didn't really do anything attacking-wise. They didn't really create any dangerous opportunities. They were really pissing me off how bad they were playing. But it's a matter of, if it didn't go Marseille's way, it could have at least gone their way of at least them walking away with a point. But then, classic Real Madrid. A penalty para Real Madrid. Penalty para Real Madrid for Madrid to win the game, where Vinny drives the ball into the box. He cuts in. I forgot what he did. I don't know if he shot it, whatever it was. I think he crossed it in. Medina slides for the ball. He touches the ball first. It comes off him, and then it hits his arm as he's sliding. So I'm guessing the referee, I don't understand what the referee, I don't know what kind of slide tackle he wanted Medina to do. I guess he wanted him to slide like this. Ooh, with his arms like this. Who the fuck slide tackles like that? Everyone goes like this. Everyone opens up their arms when they're slide tackling. What did the ref want him to do there? How could he have, what is this ref? Is this ref stupid? And even if it didn't touch his arm, it wasn't going to go anywhere for Madrid's favor. Let's get that straight. It wasn't going to go in Madrid's favor, even if it didn't touch his arm. But such a ridiculous penalty for the referee to give to Real Madrid. Ridiculous, man. Such a robbery, bro. Like, I remember in the Copa del Rey, Valverde did the same exact thing. The same exact thing. And they didn't give anything. Obviously, because it's natural, right? They're sliding. It's natural that they're having their arms out. No one slides in like this. Who slides in like this? Show me a video of someone tackling like this. No one does it. Such a ridiculous penalty to give up. Madrid take the penalty. Mbappe, again, Rulli guesses it right. I think Rulli should have done better there, but Mbappe squares it in, and 2-1 Real Madrid. And from there, obviously the red card to Carvajal, who headbutts Rulli. Clear red card. He's stupid for doing that. And yeah, Madrid win the game. Marseille just didn't do enough in that second half. They were little to no threat in going forward, really. Like, it just shows the quality, really. But it's just a matter of, if Marseille couldn't win it, they could have at least walked away with a tie, because as much as Madrid were attacking, they were trying to find the goal for sure. Again, they weren't creating any clear-cut chances. Now, Madrid get the 3 points. All right, cool for them. Now, what I take away as a Barcelona fan is that I'm actually very excited to play these guys, because I saw a lot of weaknesses for Madrid in this game. A lot of weaknesses that I know Barcelona can take advantage of, and I know we're going to absolutely destroy them when we play them. One of those disadvantages that Madrid have, one of the mistakes that they make in their game is when they press, they leave a lot of space open. And I know a team that is press resistant, I know a team that can play from the back, like Barca can, will expose that, and then boom, boom, we're slapping them up 100%. And obviously, in one-on-one situations like Yamal cooking Carreras, we're gonna take our chances because Madrid did allow Marseille to create chances, but Marseille just don't have the quality. They don't, especially in the build-up play, especially in those open spaces that Madrid leave a lot of times in the midfield and a lot of times in the defense as well. I know Barcelona can take advantage of that and kill them. We'll see how Real Madrid do up against Liverpool, against City, against the better teams, but Marseille have definitely showed that, hey, Madrid have weaknesses and a better team can expose them, because we could definitely say this was the real test for Xabi Alonso so far in this 25-26 season for Real Madrid, considering the teams they played so far, Real Sociedad, Oviedo, none of them really put up a real competition or have those great quality players compared to Marseille, what they definitely have. You know, they have a little bit of quality for sure. But yeah, not much we can say at all. Like, well, we're just going to move on for sure. We'll see how Real Madrid do for the rest of the campaign for the league phase of the Champions League. But yeah, if I had to pick one man of the match, I guess Mbappe for scoring the brace. I don't know. It's between Mbappe, Tchouaméni, and I'd say Carreras. It's between those three players. I personally give it to Tchouaméni. I think Tchouaméni was pretty solid this game. But yeah, what else can we say? But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys thought about the video. What do you guys thought about the game? Was it a robbery? Clearly it was a robbery. If you say it's not a robbery, you're a Madrista, obviously. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the game down below and what game you're excited for the most from this week's league phase. Make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bell for MCM. I'll show you your first love football, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Whenever that is, much love, take care, and peace. Vardred.